Hi, today we're going to be looking at the Xiaomi robotic vacuum and the Samsung PowerBot 9040, and we're going to be looking at the features and the performance test, cleaning test. Let's look at the Xiaomi. This robot here on my left is similar to the Neato robotic vacuum in terms of navigation. It uses laser guided navigation here on top, and it has the S.L.A.M algorithm that helps it navigate around a room. You'll see later on how this robot navigates compared to the Samsung. Well, the Samsung uses the camera, onboard camera here on top. This is where the camera is, and it has obstacle sensors up front. In terms of height, the PowerBot is taller compared to the Neato. PowerBot is around 5 inches tall, while this robot, the Neato, is less than 4 inches tall. PowerBot is shaped, is more of a square, more of a D than a circle. Xiaomi is a round, has a round shape. And let's look at the bin here. The PowerBot has a larger bin compared to the Xiaomi. This is how the bin looks like here. Let's pull it out. This is the PowerBot bin compared to the Xiaomi bin here. You'll notice that PowerBot has a taller bin, but Xiaomi is slightly longer. From the eye test, it looks like the Samsung has a larger bin here. Xiaomi has a HEPA filter. This is the HEPA filter Xiaomi here. This is not washable, while the Samsung bin, filter of the filter of the Samsung bin is over here. This is washable. Samsung didn't say whether or not this is HEPA. I'll check out their documentation and see, and I'll update you in this video. And let's put this back here. The reason why I have the plastic on is my brother didn't want me to take off the plastic, so I'm just borrowing this from him. So I have to respect.
Dustbin installed.
Pardon me for that. I must have pressed the button here. Let me just turn this back here. And if you look at the Samsung, it has an LED screen here and 3 buttons here. The Xiaomi only has 2 buttons here. This is the home button and this is the cleaning button here. When you open it, you'll see that it has Wi-Fi connectivity, and you can press these 2 buttons to reset that Wi-Fi connection. Samsung has 3 buttons. It also has Wi-Fi connectivity, and this screen here is interactive. You can use the remote to access the features. Samsung has a remote. It also has a smartphone app. The Xiaomi doesn't have a control. It does not have it, however, does have an app that's more feature rich compared to the Samsung app. Xiaomi, you can schedule it more than once per day. Samsung is limited to be scheduled once a day. And let's look underneath these robots. Let me just flip this over. Let's look at the bin. Let's look at the motorized brush here of the motorized brush of the Samsung and the motorized brush of the Xiaomi here. You'll notice immediately that Xiaomi has a side brush, while this PowerBot does not have one, because it has such a wide brush roll. Let's look at that brush roll here. And let's see the difference in terms of width. You'll notice immediately that Samsung has a much wider bin, and much wider brush here. It's close to double the size of the Xiaomi brush, and it has a similar design, meaning it has a squeegee and a bristle brush. So it will be interesting to find out how these two robots perform in the cleaning test. And you'll see that Samsung has much larger wheels here, so it can climb over taller obstacles, I presume. And both of these robots have clip sensors here. These are clip sensors of the Xiaomi here in front, clip sensors of the Samsung's over here, 3 clip sensors here. And another difference would be Samsung has 2 caster wheels here that helps it steer. Because it's such a large frame, it needs two wheels here and 2 more wheels here. Xiaomi only has 3 wheels. It has 2 wheels here and 1 caster wheel here and single side brush. Again, we'll see how this performs on bare floor, and hopefully I'll be able to do a carpet cleaning test. Okay, for both cleaning tests, I'll be using 50 grams of oats, powder, dust, hair, all of the muck I've gathered from other cleaning tests. And here's the area that I'll be cleaning here. And you can just see where I placed the dirt here around the edges and chair. So after around 30 minutes of cleaning, this is what the Samsung has done here. Let's see, it was able to pick up most of the dirt here in this area. It did leave some of the debris here around the chair, and you can see that there are some bits and pieces left here on the edges. The biggest trouble spot would be here at the corner. Now let's look at the bin. Okay, let's open the bin here and let's open this up. Let's pull this up here and let's see, out of the 50, how much this robot was able to pick up. And let's slowly pull this out here and let's see. It's able to pick up around 45 grams out of the 50. Okay, after around 12 minutes, Xiaomi is done cleaning this room, and let's see how it did here. For the most part, it was able to clean these parts well here. It's able to clean areas around the chair pretty good. There's some debris left, but for the most part, it was able to do the job. Biggest trouble spot would be the edge here and the edge here, but on this edge here it was able to do a pretty good job. And let's see how much it was able to pick up. Okay, now let's see how much dirt Xiaomi was able to pick up. Open the weighing scale. Let's check the bin here.
Dustbin removed.
And it's pretty full here. Let's empty it. Let's use a brush. One thing different between this Xiaomi and the Samsung would be the bin here. Xiaomi's bin is harder to empty compared to the Samsung bin, but it was able to pick up slightly more, 47 grams out of the 50, but it was much more efficient. It's much more efficient compared to the Samsung. Samsung took close to an hour, while the Xiaomi took only around 12 minutes. I really like the Xiaomi over the Samsung because it's much more efficient. It offers more value for money, while the Samsung looks high-tech. It's not as high-tech as the Xiaomi in terms of navigation. The Xiaomi is much more efficient. It has a really set pattern for cleaning, and it would do multiple rooms better than the Samsung. The Samsung is like a Roomba, an old Roomba, but it does it in a much organized way. It does it in a back and forth pattern, but Xiaomi is much better. It has a more complete app, shows more information. Samsung also is much more expensive. It's around $500 in Amazon right now, while Xiaomi is less than $350. And you can find more information in the links below. I'll post the links below in the description, so make sure you look at that. And if you have any questions about these two products, please feel free to ask, and I'll be happy to answer them.